Hi everyone, I'm the TA of Computer Networking class, and I'm here today to talk about TCP sockets. I assume you know what exactly is TCP. Using TCP, you can send your data to the other side of the network without experiencing packet loss, which is reliable and it's good. Okay, so how do we use this protocol on our end, like your laptop or via an AWS cloud? We use socket, network socket. And socket is a classic abstraction for applications to send and receive data over the network. So let's look at the whiteboard. So socket, here's the client and the server. How do they send data over the network? So first, we have to create sockets. So I'll use socket here, create one for the client, and I'll create another one for the server. Okay, so what do we do now? So we both created socket like on both sides. So without dive too deep into programming detail, let's talk about the high level flow first. For the setup, yeah, we already created a socket. Then the server by its name is going to serve. So it's going to accept request from the client. And the way to do this first is like, okay, here's the server. So it's like you're opening a shop, right? So you have to have an address for the client to find you, find the server. So the server has an address. It needs to, this step called bind. So it needs to bind itself to an address so the client can find the server, which we'll talk about later. So you first do the bind, and then now you bind yourself to an address. You start to listening to the incoming connect request, which will be initiated by the client. So, okay, now we talk about what the client will do. What it will do is connect. Okay. So after the server bind and listen, the client will try to connect to the server. And while the server is listening about the connect request from the client, after they say, oh, there's a connect request, and I am able to accept it. And then it will initiate this called accept. So after the server accepts the connection is established. So from this point, the sockets are set up. The client servers they can send and receive data as they see fit. And after that, you can use write, probably know it, and then read, which is the way that you can write the data into the socket, and the other side will receive it, or you try to read the data that the other side sent to you. So this is the basic and very, very high level overview of how do you like play with the socket, which is a classic abstraction for people programming with the network. So here's the high level overview, and that's it.